Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is LuckyBunz, and in today's video we're finally going to be completing the Isle of Armor Pokedex in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know this is long overdue, but I just had to get this done before the Crown Tundra release, and actually as I'm making this video, the Crown Tundra has just officially gone live. So yeah, hype! Anyways though, in this video I'm just going to quickly recap some of the Pokemon that I was missing in my Living Evolution dex that we actually had to hunt down and complete. A notable one being Politoed. My goodness, Politoed was like the most frustrating thing to get. On top of having to get it in a certain weather condition, I mean, I wanted to get this one in the wild because if not, you have to go through a trade and an evolution, and it's just a little bit more complicated. But then again, getting in the wild was kind of complicated too, because for one, Poliwrath and Politoed both use Hypnosis on the first turn, so they put your Pokemon to sleep, which means that you have to just keep on throwing Pokeballs until you eventually catch it, or if you get lucky with the Quick Ball, well then good for you. Sadly, I was not that lucky with the Quick Ball method. I probably went through it maybe 3, 4, 5 times before I was just like, okay, we just have to keep throwing Ultra Balls at it until we get it. Which is exactly what happened, because it kept putting my Gardevoir to sleep. Every time I went back to the Pokemon Center, I was like, alright, let's go back and get it again. Nope, Hypnosis on the first turn. So that was really frustrating to deal with, but eventually we did get it. Another really cool highlight that I wanted to go over is the fact that we actually ended up getting our first full odds shiny. I don't even know what to say about it because like it's a shiny that I know that I'm eventually going to get in the future through the raid dens, but I mean, the fact that we got it in its base stage, yeah, I'm probably going to keep it like this. It was a silly Cobra, and honestly, I was just checking it because I wasn't sure if I had it registered to my Pokedex, which of course, I completed the Galar Pokedex. It was just me going through and just checking random stuff. So anyways, as you can tell, like it was just running away from me because that's just what they do in the desert. So I just kept going for it. I was just clicking on it, and imagine if I didn't, because it ended up being a shiny. Like I've never caught a single one of these things, or maybe I have, I'm not 100% sure. And so I'm just in the desert, you know, Pokedex hunting, and then this silly Cobra just keeps running away from me, so I'm like, okay, let me just go and get this Pokemon, let me just double check to see that we have it, because it's been so long, and I was like, I honestly just forgot. And of course, because of that, we ended up getting a shiny silly Cobra. I mean, seriously, I've never just gone for this thing randomly. I know people always say like, oh, the shiny rates are increased on the Isle of Armor, and I never really believed it because I had never gotten any full odd shinies, and well, I guess I'm a little bit more of a believer now. Another Pokemon that I wanted to highlight during our Pokedex hunting journey is Kingdra, and getting that one in the wild. You can only get it in the thunderstorm weather, and it's also at the Honeycomb Sea in between these 3 rocks, and it's really, really hard to tell that it's actually there, because it's like really immersed inside the water, so you gotta really pay attention that it's not a Seadra, because I swear I kept running into Seadras, but I was looking for that Kingdra. Other than that, the Pokedex hunting wasn't really too bad. We just went through a couple of evolutions, we caught some more Pokemon in the wild, final stage evolutions, those were really nice, and then we had to do a couple of trades to get the remainder of the Pokemon that we needed, one of those being Heracross, so we ended up completing our Pokedex thanks to my friend James, and then our final Pokemon to actually complete the Pokedex, because I actually had Zarude already registered, so we already had 210 out of 210, but with Zarude it's 211 out of 211, so our last Pokemon that we needed was actually Happiny. I totally forgot about that Pokemon too. For whatever reason, I was just like, Chansey and Blissey, we got them down, right? We're good to go. But no, we had to still get a Happiny, and we already had completed my Living Evolution dex at that point, so I was like really confused. I'm like, I totally thought I completed the Pokedex, but I mean, that was our last one. Now that we finally completed the Pokedex after hatching Happiny, we had to do one more very, very crucial thing though, and those of you who have already completed the Pokedex, you know what is about to go down right now. I recorded this part live though, so I'll let my past self take it on over from here. We have officially completed the Isle of Armor Pokedex the day before, or actually the day of the Crown Tundra release. So yeah, we got it done super last minute, but hey, you know what? It is done. We are ready for the Crown Tundra, and I am super excited. And there is the replica gold crown. Plus a mark charm, a mysterious and unique charm that increases the chance of finding a Pokemon with a mark. Alright. Well, not really sure what that does, or if it's even that useful, but hey, we will take it. 226 hours and 26 minutes. Let's look at our Pokedex. We now have the Galar Pokedex completed and the Isle of Armor. At some point today, the Crown Tundra will be released into Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're going to start tackling that live on Twitch, so if you guys are not following me on Twitch, there will be a link in the description below. I'm officially the last person to complete the Isle of Armor Pokedex and get the crown. I gotta say that I do really like the bucket hat, but this crown, my goodness, I truly do feel like royalty. And then we got Gardevoir right there too. Let's go to an epic spot. And let's just look at the ocean. We have done it, everybody. The Isle of Armor has now been completed outside of the dojo because, well, we don't have enough watts, but you know what we do have? We have 449 Armorite ore currently. I'm waiting until I get to 999, the maximum amount of Armorite ore, and then I'm going to make a video going through digging paw using 999 Armorite ore. I mean, seriously, this is gonna take me forever to do, but hopefully we can get this done eventually, and then we'll complete the dojo, but we'll save that for another video. As of right now, we have completed the Isle of Armor Pokedex in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and yeah, feels pretty good, everybody. Feels pretty good. On that note though, that is going to be where we end off with this video. I hope you all did enjoy me completing the Isle of Armor Pokedex. Finally, I know it took me forever, but hey, at least we got it done. And if you do want to see more Pokemon Sword and Shield content like this in the future, especially because the Crown Tundra is probably already out right now, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. That way you get notified exactly when I upload. And I will see you all real soon in the next one.